Hi, I'm Lauren Leslie. Welcome to Shell Point today for Wednesday, December 31st. Today, Hanlon and Lagorce will tell you about the movie coming up this Sunday. We'll hear from the Larson Auxiliary about an important meeting coming up, and we'll revisit some of the best moments throughout 2025. There's a lot to cover today, so let's get right into it. Our resident movie council is planning another Sunday cinema matinee this weekend. Here are Shell Point's own Hanlon and Lagorce with the movie review. This week, they're going to be previewing the film Something's Gotta Give, starring Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton.
Hello, Shell Point. I'm Deborah Lagorce. I'm here with Maddie Hanlon, and we're going to talk about Something's Gotta Give. It was made in 2003. And it's going to be on Sunday, January 4th. Maddie knows a lot about this film.
I watched it recently, and there's a very good description of it. It's called a rom-com for adults.
Well, I have to have a little comment on that one. It's a PG-13, so those are the guidelines, and we're behaving. It's a little racy, so I want to warn you. Don't tell us after the fact, because we're telling you now that it's a little bit racy.
Right. It stars Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton, and we know we've just lost Diane Keaton, and this was one of her last films. And Diane Keaton plays Diane Keaton.
She does.
You know, she created this character with Annie Hall, and you see the same ditzy. Well, she's just not quite always right on, you know. And beautiful as she is, she always acts a little bit ditzy. And in this one, she kind of goes ditzy, but she goes ditzy for a man who, he likes younger women, and she's supposed to be 56 or something to his 63. I mean, actually, to tell you the truth, Jack Nicholson doesn't turn me on at all. But anyway, they meet in a very uncomfortable situation, because he is dating her daughter. He likes young women. And things happen, and they are thrown together, and they become friends, or more. But it's a lovely, lovely film, and, well...
It's funny. It's
funny, and he's Jack Nicholson all the way. He's a rich playboy, and she is a playwright.
With that evil grin of his.
Yes, he does have that sickly grin on his face, evil grin.
He does.
But they are thrown together and must get along, and so they try. Also adding to there is a triangle, and not just the daughter. We have another entry into the triangle, and we have the young doctor who is enamored of the Diane Keaton character, and that's played by Keanu Reeves, and he is handsome. That I like.
Good to know.
Yeah, good to know. That one I do like. Anyway, it's a smart, it's funny, it's sexy.
It's quirky, which I love.
It's quirky. Now, Diane Keaton, when she did Annie Hall, she went out to vintage clothes stores, found all these,
I remember
the baggy pants and the wearing the turtlenecks and all. And she's carried that through her career. And the same in this one. There's a lot of vintage stuff. She likes the vintage things.
Yeah, well, she knows how to put it together. That's the thing.
Right.
The rest of us would look like a bag lady. But
so anyway, it is a fun film, and they both were nominated for awards, and actually she won a Golden Globe.
Yeah, good for her. It's a fun movie. I recommend it highly. And it'll be on Sunday, January 4th at 3 p.m. at the Tribby.
Harry Sanborn was living every man's fantasy.
I brought us some champagne. I'll put it on ice.
You stay where you are. I have an intruder in my house.
You don't understand. I'm dating your daughter.
You're dating my daughter?
Now, who would have thought that would be worse news?
But this holiday season...
Never been married, Harry.
No.
Harry was once engaged to Diane Sawyer.
What? I'm impressed.
Women your age love that about me.
The Ultimate Bachelor.
Did you take any Viagra?
Deep Viagra.
Positive? Because I put nitroglycerin into your drip. The combination could be fatal.
Is about to encounter...
Your dad's gonna be okay.
He's not my dad.
I'm sorry, your granddad's gonna be okay.
Something new.
I I've never seen a woman that age naked before.
You're kidding.
Hey, we're not all doctors, baby.
Well, I think she's very beautiful. You must beat them away with a stick.
You're kidding. No, men my age.
Men your age may be really stupid. You ever think of that?
Many times.
You wouldn't want to join me for a short walk.
Of course I would, but I usually don't like to break once I've started writing, so I probably
It's
shouldn't.
just
but
a walk, not a marriage proposal.
From the director of What Women Want, What It Takes,
I can't decide if you hate me or if you're like the only person who ever really got me.
I don't hate you.
Why It Hurts,
Look at you. This is my big fear, that some guy could get me unglued like this.
and how it can surprise you.
It's like crazy for a guy to suddenly like something that he never thought you could ever like. Ever.
Something's Gotta Give, a film by Nancy Myers.
Hello, Shell Point. This is your Academy and Volunteer Manager, David Nelson. Today I'm joined by President of the Auxiliary at the Larson Health Center, Eunice Murray. Eunice, thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Eunice, the annual Auxiliary meeting is going to be held on Thursday, January 15th at 3 p.m. in the Grand Cypress Room.
Correct.
Can you tell the residents of Shell Point the purpose of this meeting?
It's an opportunity for all the volunteers to learn what has transpired the previous years. That would be in 25. And we talk about the numbers of volunteers that we have. We talk about any new projects that we have going on. We talk about any donations perhaps that we might have made. We get into budget and all of that. So it's really a year-end kind of thing that will be given to all of the existing volunteers, of which right now we're up to about 120. The other thing that we hope to accomplish is that there might be folks out there on campus who are thinking about doing volunteer work, and it would be a good opportunity for them to come and learn about the 9 different programs that we have, what's involved with the programs, and perhaps find something that they might be interested in and they might want to join. We do have a program. You will be the main speaker. Thank you very much. And Brant Huisman is going to be offering some words. I will be doing a presentation of what we have accomplished this past year. And yes, people need to know there will be a dessert served. So we encourage people to come, whether you are a current volunteer or whether you are someone thinking about becoming a volunteer. So please come and join us.
I love that you mentioned the opportunity for residents to come and find more out about the programs that are part of the Larson Health Center.
Exactly.
I know that you guys are working really hard
Yes.
to meet the needs of all the residents at the Larson Health Center, and just can't thank you enough for all that you do and all the programs that are part of the auxiliary. I know the board's working really hard, and I just really appreciate you inviting all residents of Shell Point to this meeting.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Shell Point residents, as a reminder, Thursday, January 15th, 3 p.m. in the Grand Cypress Room, the annual auxiliary meeting. We'd love to have you come, whether you're a current member of the auxiliary or someone who's looking to get involved. We'd love to have you be there. Check out Wellzesta, sign up through Wellzesta or your concierge. Plenty of seats still available. Have a great rest of your day, Shell Point.
Thank you.
Well, we are about to say goodbye to the year 2025, and so we thought we should show you more of some of our favorite segments from the year that was. Do enjoy.
Hi, Shell Point. Jenny Walker here, event coordinator with the resident programming team. And today we are welcoming Wild at Heart mobile flower truck right here on campus at Shell Point. And standing with me today is Heather from Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
And she has a few things to tell us about her beautiful mobile flower truck.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me today. We came out today with our mobile flower truck, which we're offering a build your own bouquet bar, or we have pre-made bouquets that you can come out and get today. We've been here in the area for about 3.5 years now. Started with our cute little flower truck named Willow. We take her all over Southwest Florida for pop-ups, for corporate events, parties, all kinds of fun things. And then we also have our cute little shop downtown, right off of First Street and Jackson. And it's the same concept where you can come indoors in the AC, build your own bouquet, and then we have lots of fun, unique gifts through from other small businesses in the area.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And what other types of venues do you take Willow to?
So we take her, we go to FGCU a lot. We do a lot of events out there. We do a lot of events with the Edison Ford Estate Home. We go anywhere from little pop-ups at coffee shops. We do a lot with Chocolates Coffee. So all over.
Oh, fantastic. And again, we're so happy to welcome you here to Shell Point. And we have a great response already for the residents, and we're getting ready for Mother's Day, so this is a perfect addition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Shell Point. It's May 1st, the first Thursday in May, which means it's the National Day of Prayer. And as we've done each year, we are gathering at different places all across the campus. We've started right here at Serenity Cove, had a wonderful group of residents out this morning. We are blessed by our Father with the wonderful creation that we have and the wonderful opportunity we have to have a relationship with Him. And so prayer is so important, and we're thankful for that.
We're especially grateful for all the residents and employees that have joined us to be able to lift up their concerns to the Lord today, and grateful for such a beautiful day to be able to share those requests with Him and to lift up our nation, our community, and of course our beloved Shell Point.
So we're thankful for the opportunity to pray, and we look forward to seeing you.
Hello, Shell Point. My name is Jason Smith, the Vice President of Amenities, and I'm joined today with Mark Middleton, the CEO of Growing Bolder. We're so thankful for Mark joining us today, and also to be able to be the keynote speaker for our volunteer appreciation event. Mark has spoken to our residents about the importance of volunteering and really what the meaning is behind volunteering. And he's lit a fire with all of us, from staff to residents. So we're so thankful for him and his presentation at the volunteer event. So Mark, I'm a huge fan of you. You know that. But our residents aren't all familiar. What is Growing Bolder? Who is Mark? And really, what gave you the passion to create such an amazing organization called Growing Bolder?
Well, first of all, Jason, thank you for having me here. And you know what gave me the passion are people like the residents here at Shell Point. I was a TV guy, a broadcast journalist for years, and I just became enamored with this age wave, this large group of older adults, and not just that there were so many of us, but really that we were determined to age in a way that was different than our parents and our grandparents and every generation throughout the history of mankind. And Growing Bolder is a media company and I guess a lifestyle brand that mostly chooses to look at aging through a prism of opportunity and possibility instead of simply loss and limitation. And we have grown up in a culture that undervalues older adults. And that wears on us. We've been exposed to ageist messaging overtly, covertly, and in every way since the time we were kids. And so we don't understand what's possible. So Growing Bolder basically is, we plant our flag in the ground of ordinary people that are living what is considered extraordinary lives, but it's really not. It's just older adults who somehow have figured out how to continue to extract joy from life, no matter their condition. Older adults who have figured out how to remain involved in life, continuing to contribute to the community that they live in. And so it's we tell stories of the people that people like those that live here in Shell Point.
Well, it's truly remarkable because you are exposing and igniting a passion for people to continue to find new things and go on new adventures. So your life's work is redefining aging. So for you, in your words, why is it so important that residents and seniors stay engaged, stay active, and stay connected? Why is that so important?
Well, there's been tons and tons of studies. So let me say, first of all, that I will quote studies, I will share the opinion of experts, but what we have done, which is different than anybody else, is mostly what we talk about we have learned from other older adults. Yes. Real stories of real people, a diverse group of people who, as different as they are, there are common threads that lead to a quality of life as they get older, and community is one of them. Community is immunity. We like to say, if you live in a powerful community, in a community that supports you, in a community that encourages you, a community in which you can find purpose, a community in which you can have a voice, it is good for you in every way imaginable. So, we celebrate the opportunity to engage as you get older, because in general, again, the culture, I don't know if it overtly wants us on the couch, but it pretty much leads us to the couch. And you have to get off the couch and you have to engage. Yes. And if you can engage not just with people that are like you, but people that are unlike you in every way, it's good for you and it's good for them.
It truly does. It gives you new energy, and it's something to get excited about waking up in the morning. So, as we talk about volunteering, why is it so important for people to volunteer and to be able to identify a sense of purpose in life?
Well, purpose is one of those common threads. I like to say, prove me wrong, Growing Bolder has interviewed more older 90-year-olds and 100-year-olds than any media company in the world. And as diverse as that group is, there are common threads that are responsible for them continuing to not just be alive, but to be alive with a quality of life that we can envy. And purpose is one of the main things. And, we're asked all the time when we talk about purpose, how can I find my purpose? And the answer is easy, and I'll talk a little bit about this today. You don't find purpose, you give purpose. Wow. When you give, all of a sudden you realize that you have a role in a community, that you are important, that you have meaning. So, purpose keeps us alive, and it's very easy to have purpose. It's not a big deal. Purpose can be nothing more than you and I having this conversation. I mean, there's this purpose behind this. It's true. Purpose can be as little as a smile. It can be as little as a hello. It can be the smallest, tiniest thing on a daily basis, but purpose is what fuels the life force within all of us, and it's incumbent upon all of us to find purpose, and it's important for all of us to help others find their purpose. And if you make it, purpose with a big P, people get excited, they get nervous, they think, oh my God, I got to change the world, when you don't really have to. What I love about Shell Point, I don't have time. We don't have time for me to list all of it, but we talk a lot. I think it was Mother Teresa, who said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I
Yeah.
can cast a stone that can create ripples that will," give or take. I blew it a little bit. There are ripples emanating from Shell Point that are being felt worldwide without the residents here knowing it. This is the beauty of being alive today, because we are changing the culture of aging. We're changing the culture of aging one life at a time, one community at a time. From the beginning of time, older adults did not think or act like many do today. And this is legacy. This is, we are changing the way our children, our grandchildren, and their kids will live forever by staying engaged, staying involved, being in community, and sharing with one another.
Oh, you are spot on. And that pearl of wisdom that you shared there, as far as you not going out and finding purpose, you give purpose. That is, if I could just trademark that, Mark Middleton, note of the day. Well, the last piece says we are excited to continue this partnership, and we're leaning in as much as we possibly can in growing Boulder and recognizing that this is a lifestyle. And the good work that you do. So we're excited to be hosting a Growing Boulder Day in the near future at Shell Point. What would our residents expect from a day like this at Shell Point?
A Growing Boulder Day, for lack of a better description, is a circus of inspiration. It's a pep talk about life. We started doing it when a senior service organization came to Growing Boulder and said, "Will you support our Senior Day?"
Okay.
And I said, "No." And they said, "Wait a second, that's not like you." And I said, "We'll do anything we can to promote it."
Yeah.
But I've got a problem with most senior days. With all due respect, I'm a senior, and I wouldn't go to many senior days because my vision of a senior day, my impression of a senior day, is a bunch of very older adults going from table to table, picking up stuff they don't really want or don't really need, putting it in a plastic bag and walking away. And if it gets you out of the house and helps you socialize, there's great value in that. But to me, we need to rebrand senior days in the same way that we need to redefine aging. A senior day should be an intergenerational celebration of the opportunity of aging. We've got to get people to not be afraid of growing older, because growing older, can be an incredible blessing. We've got to get people to understand that even though you may not get better at your time for the 100-meter dash or your batting average may not improve, you can grow in your empathy, your compassion, your passion, your creativity. There are many, many important skills that we all have that we can continue to develop as we get older. So a Growing Boulder Day is really just to share the good news about growing older without ignoring the challenges.
Wow, Mark, just thank you so much for the service that you give to not only our residents here at Shell Point, but paying attention and sharing the stories to all seniors all over this world. And the work that you're doing is truly inspirational, and thank you for coming out to Shell Point. We're excited about the future and more to come with Mark Middleton. Thank you, Shell Point.
Hello there. We are very excited. I have had so many people who enjoy watching Home Sweet Home, but one thing they say is, "Hey Inga, can you ever do some of the assisted living apartments? We would love to see what they look like." So we're going to start with Kings Crown, and then we'll also eventually go and see some apartments at the Springs and also at the Arbor. So I hope you enjoy our little visit to Kings Crown.
Yes, come in, please.
Hey, Sandy, how
Hi,
are
Inga.
you? It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah,
as
thank
always.
you. Well, thank you, and thank you for letting us come into your beautiful home. This is called a Model I. There's not many of these here at Kings Crown, but this is a larger one. This is close to 700 square feet. So it's very nice. It has 2 bathrooms and two rooms here. So let's go take a little tour.
The first room I call my sitting room.
There you go. This is so bright and open.
It's very comfortable. It's very, very comfortable here.
Oh, it is. And look at the view you have out here.
Yes.
You can
gardens. I have gardens.
You can see the gardens, and you can see the water. You can see the tides coming in and boats.
Mm-hmm. Not many boats today, I don't think.
They're a little cloudy today, but yes, very nice. And I know you're originally from near Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And in Boston area, a lot of times people have a fireplace.
We did, yes.
And you said, Inga, you should see, I have a fireplace. And I see it, and it's beautiful.
It's so soothing to have.
Isn't that nice? And it looks real, but it's just electric.
No heat.
No heat. But it works so beautifully as a place to put your TV. Cabinets for storage. And then, like you said, it adds that ambiance and that warmth.
It does.
I love
everybody
it.
that comes in says, oh my goodness.
I love it. I like it a lot with that. It's very pretty. And then you have plenty of room. You have 2 chairs here. You've got your couch here, a table if you want to eat here, or have cards, play cards or whatever. No, this is really...
puzzle.
And puzzle, you're right. And then this is great with the arch.
I'd like a door there sometimes.
Yeah, but I suppose you could put, if you wanted to, you could put a curtain or something.
Yeah, but now the kids are older and they don't have time to come as much.
So then that's okay. That's your place.
Yes.
And I like how you used a lot of the beach birds and turtles and everything. And
they're from Sanibel, where we lived before we came to the Shell Point.
So you brought part of Sanibel with you.
Yes, I loved it.
Oh yeah, very nice. Now let's go look in your bedroom here. This is different. You actually did 2 beds.
Yes.
And so with the 2 beds, what's nice is someone can stay here and you don't have to get too snuggled up to them.
Right. Well, that's what I always said. My guest room always had twin beds because kids don't like to sleep together anymore when they're grown up.
Yes.
And so...
No, this is perfect. I love it. But look at all the space in here. And you still have room for a TV, another gorgeous view of the gardens, and then look at all the room here. I love this cabinet.
We had to buy that when we moved in here.
I like it a lot. Who helped you decorate this?
My daughter.
She did a very good job.
We went to Rooms to Go, and they're very helpful.
Well, the nice thing about Rooms to Go is it's all one room, and you can just go and get it. Now, with this, you have 2 closets.
Yes.
And let's look at one of your bathrooms, because you have 2 bathrooms as well.
That is very convenient.
Oh, and I like it. And it has a little seat.
Yes. And I had an extra seat from where I didn't have a seat.
Okay.
And so I put it next to the toilet so I could put my phone on it.
Just in case someone called, and it still has your grab bars as well.
In case I have a problem, I can call somebody.
That's right. Oh, no, this is very nice. I really like it. You know what's nice is you didn't clutter it up.
I'm not a clutter person.
Yeah, and you really left it open so it really feels larger.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
You know, big. It's so big.
I know it. No, I really think that you and your daughter did a wonderful job with the decorating.
I will tell her when she comes.
Oh, definitely. So you've been at King's Crown for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. A lot of people think when you move to Shell Point, they don't want to go to assisted living.
I said I would never go to assisted living. But I'm very happy here. I've made a lot of friends.
I know that because I see you talking all the time with all your
friends. And mostly with the guys because they talk sports.
She's a big sports person. She watches every sport.
Yeah, I was watching tennis when you came.
I know it.
Yeah.
But I think if you were to say one thing about the advantage of being in an assisted living, what would you say it is?
Not having to worry about anything, really. I mean, if I can't, I do my own laundry, but if I couldn't, someone would do it for me.
Right.
You know, if I didn't have a walker and had to have a wheelchair, someone would take me downstairs. There's someone always to help you.
And I think that's a comfort for not only you, but for your family.
Oh my God, they are so happy I'm here.
And really. It does, it makes a difference. And also you still are able to go back up north and visit.
I do.
So you said your family is happy, but if you could pick one thing about living here, what would it be?
The friends.
The friends.
the friends.
Yeah. And there's something special that you do at night after dinner. What is that?
I kiss all the guys goodnight.
On the heads.
On the head.
Yeah.
Hug or a hug.
Yeah.
And they're just grin at me and say thank you.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're nice guys.
Well,
and I think they're lonely. Like, everybody thinks men don't get lonely, but they get lonely like women.
Yeah,
So
and I think that's what's nice about assisted living in general is that you have that camaraderie. You see people every day. Even if you don't sit with them, you can say hello.
Yes.
And it's a comfort.
I think I know everybody here now, except recently we have some new people.
Right, but you'll know them soon.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one other Sandy, but I call her Sandy too.
There you go. That's good. See, then you don't
Yes.
get it mixed up. So
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Well, thank you for letting us see your home.
Well, thank you for coming.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was saying, so many people want to see what assisted living is like, and sometimes it's hard to see one. So this is
I
great.
had never been to any of the open houses. I said to my husband, no, I'm not going.
And here you are.
And here I'm very comfortable.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
And keep watching those sports and kissing the guys.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm Daniel Fraze, and we're here in the Arbor Kitchen. We're going to see what it takes to prepare a meal for our residents. Good morning, miss. My name is Ezekiel. What's your name?
Angela.
What do you like to do in your job?
What do I like to do? Well, I like to make sure that we serve all the residents. You know, I don't want them to be hungry, so I try to go back there and cook some really nice food for them every day.
What's the most important thing about your job?
The most important thing is the sanitation. You have to be washing your hands all the time. You got to make sure there's no cross-contamination.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
My favorite meal to cook here, well, actually, one of them is tonight. We're doing a chopped steak with gravy and some potatoes. It's a really good meal. It's kind of like a burger with no bun.
Thank you for your time.
No problem, anytime.
So I'm here with Joelle. So what are you doing by helping the kids learning about the kitchen?
Right, so I'm basically just showing Ethan like the roots of like the menu and like what we have, because normally they either want an entree, the chef special, or a sandwich. And on the white ticket, it comes with a lot. It comes with the whole menu. So I just kind of break it down for Ethan, and I kind of show him like step by step what I do, and then how I do it, how do I prepare it, and then eventually I let Ethan do all the work there.
Is Ethan learning from it, or is he just getting to know it?
Yeah, he's a fast learner actually. He's kind of like where I'm at right now, and I've only been working here for a year, so we might end up hiring Ethan. I don't know.
And here are the meals that they prepare for the residents.
All right, so over here, we know what he wants to drink and what he wants to eat. So I'm gonna have you do the drink, and that's root beer with ice. So you wanna go over there and grab a glass. And your root beer, you're gonna find where it says root beer on there. Yep. And then we're gonna put a straw right next to that. And then the next part is the entree. This is where the cooks take over, and they're gonna follow the directions that are on this slip.
It takes a lot of preparation to work in the Arbor's kitchen. For example, all these napkins have to be folded. Here, we have some delicious salads that the residents will enjoy as probably an appetizer.
We call it a chef special. The chef chooses to have a second option only for lunch.
Okay.
So this is their second choice.
Looks delicious. So it's a wrap for the Arbor's kitchen. How do you think it was though?
It was good. Me personally, I liked when I recorded the camera. What about you?
I liked when I was interviewing the people about how they were interested in their job and how they were helping the residents get their potential protein and for their body to be healthy.
Okay. How was your experience?
I liked it. I just wish you had more time to figure out why they want to do this job, but it's good.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
Hello, I'm Anna Smith, Managing Executive of FineMark Bank on the island. In today's FineMark Minute, I want to discuss online shopping. Online shopping has become the norm, and many of us have become lackadaisical when making online purchases. In the past, if you made a purchase and the item never arrived, you immediately recognized the potential for fraud activity. What happens if the item you ordered actually arrives? You assume everything is okay, no concerns, and life goes on as before, yes? There is something new out there, triangulation fraud, which adds a new criminal wrinkle to online purchases. How does it work? Scammers create a look-alike site or post retail items for sale, making it appear that the retailer is legitimate and that you are purchasing from a reputable site. Everything about the site would appear the same, the logo, etc. As normal, you enter your personal information and credit card information to complete your purchase. The scammer has now captured your information for future use. The scammer proceeds to the legitimate site, completes the purchase on your behalf for the identical item or items you ordered. The item or items arrive, and no further thought is dedicated to the transaction problem. The scammer now has all of your relevant credit card information and begins to use your credit card for fraudulent purchases. They begin to do this immediately or over time. If you do not carefully scrutinize your credit card statements, you may never know the activity is occurring. It is always recommended that shoppers make efforts to verify they are purchasing from a legitimate retail site. While all sites from which you make purchases should begin with https:// make sure it's secure by checking for the lock icon in the URL bar. While it is not a foolproof way to prevent fraud, it does help. Take the time to carefully review your credit card statements. The Fair Credit Billing Act of 1974 gives you the right to dispute errors and fraud. You are not responsible for fraudulent charges that are made after you have reported the fraud. Additionally, the same act limits your total liability to $50 for unauthorized charges. Online shopping has become a regular way of life and should be enjoyable and safe. Pay attention. As always, if you have any questions regarding this, please give me a call at 239-461-5930 or email me at asmith@finemarkbank.com. Feel free to stop by the office on the island. We are always happy to help.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Art Chat. Today is a little bit different. I'm Marjorie, the resident curator here at the Trivia Art Center, and we are at the 2025 Art Show and Sale. We wanted to give you a glimpse of how fun this event is. So we're going to interview some of our resident artists. Follow me. Our first one up is Helga Welschelbaum. So we're here with Helga, and Helga, congratulations. This show was judged, and you won first place.
Thank you very much, Marge. When you called me yesterday, I was so surprised, I was speechless. This wasn't something that I expected.
Well, the judge was looking at everyone's overall body of work, and she was very impressed with your body of work. There's a variety of work here. I know everyone is really focused on this one. Tell us a little bit about this work.
This one was painted from a photograph, but it was a real big challenge because the girl has her head tilted down, and her eyes would look up. So I really had to study this head, how to paint it properly.
Now, is this somebody who is close to you, or just somebody you knew, or just saw the photograph?
No, it's a photograph from a class.
Okay.
And it took me quite a while.
Okay. Well, let's step back a little bit and let our audience see the body of your work here.
Okay.
Right? We have portraits, we have landscapes, and lovely birds. So come on back to me.
Okay.
So you do quite a varied body of work and all very balanced. So congratulations on being selected as the best in show here at the art show. Thank you, Helga.
And I thank you and I thank Marge because her display helped me.
I think a lot of artists learned a lot about display during this
we did.
event.
Yes.
So, thank you so much.
A great learning experience too.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
Let's now go talk to Renee Chastant, our second place winner. So Renee Chastant, congratulations on getting the second award here.
Thank you. It was a surprise, and I was very delighted. So
Well,
thank you.
the judge was looking at the overall body of work of every artist. So tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here. Tell us about your body of work.
My body of work is mostly very colorful. It's lots of critters and birds, but also I like to do flowers, and these two are kind of different, more architectural. That's basically it. When I came here, I said, I'm going to use even brighter colors than I used to. So.
Which seems impossible. You are the queen of color.
Yes, I do love my color. So.
Well, you just sold the work, and we just opened the doors.
Yes, it's very flattering. Yes.
Well, very, very deserving. So thank you for being here on Art Chat and taking part in this wonderful event.
Thank you, and thank you, Marge, for all you've done to make the show a success.
Many people worked on it.
Many talented artists, too.
Thank you, Renee.
Thanks.
So, Betsy, congratulations. You won the third place here at the show.
Thank you, Marge.
That's quite an accomplishment. There are 18 artists here in all.
Right. It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. And you already sold a work?
I did.
And we've been open for 5 minutes.
Right. Isn't that wonderful?
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Now, you have quite a body of work here, which to me just really says Betsy Conrad. Tell us about a couple of them in particular.
Okay, I have a variety of styles that I
Yes.
do. And this one is a really fun one. It's what I call a takeoff on a Picasso Cubist paintings. He did a lot of cats in the Cubist style, which he invented in the early 1900s. And so this was just great fun to do with the different colors and figuring out what went with what.
Yeah, very different, I think, for you.
Yeah, it is, but I enjoyed
You
doing
had a
it.
good time.
Yeah, right.
So now I'm attracted to your little birds in particular. Tell us a little bit about the birds.
All right, I have gotten greatly into collage. And so these birds are all done in collage, which is papers. Torn or cut papers that you glue down in a pattern, or as I have done in birds here. And I love doing it. It's
did one just sell?
One just sold, yes, an empty spot.
I'll bet you they'll all be gone within an hour.
Well, maybe that would be nice. I don't have any replacements
Oh
for
dear.
them.
So people should know for the next show, they need to get here early, right?
That's right. Yes, absolutely.
Well, Betsy, thank you so much for coming on Art Chat. I know it's a
Thank
busy day.
It is.
So
yes, and it's a wonderful day.
It is a fun day.
Yes.
Look at all the people here in this gallery.
That's right.
It's amazing.
It's great. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
And now we're going to chat with the chairman of this event, Steve Canton. So we're here today with Steve Canton, who is the chairman of this event. And Steve, this was quite an event.
Oh, I tell you, it's just amazing. And early in the show, we've got people here. There's lines at the checkout counter. So I think it's going to be a real successful show.
Yeah, it's been, 10 minutes in and already there are purchases being made?
Yeah, already purchases. When you look at the show and the kinds of art people brought and the variety and the quality, it's just amazing.
Yeah. Give me your thoughts about this is the first year we had it in Trivia Art Center. What are your thoughts?
It really is the first year, and I tell you, it really elevates everything because now we're seeing things in a more gallery setting, which really puts the art on this much of a level over putting it on a pegboard in the Grand Cypress, I have to say.
Well, the artists certainly seem happy. It was a judged event, and the judge came in, looked at the body of work, and her comment was, there is so much good work here, it's really hard to make a decision.
I would have been okay with everyone getting a first place prize. That would be all right.
Exactly, and I think she had a hard time with that decision. So what are your final thoughts about seeing the gallery, seeing it used in this way? It's the first time we've had an art show of this nature here. Final thoughts.
It really is, and seeing the walls full of art, plus adding what we haven't had before with our glass and our pottery that give that, it's more than three-dimensional, it's multi-dimensional.
Right.
And just, I think having this first year in the Tribby makes us think, I can't wait for 2 years from now to do it again.
Well, you heard it right from the chairman, folks. So we just wanted to give you a glimpse of this very fun event. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you again in 2 years.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us at Trivia Art Center. We'll see you soon.
Hello and welcome to the University of Florida College of Pharmacy's Medical Minute Series. My name is Bradley Phillips. I am a pharmacist at Shell Point Medical Center, and throughout this series we'll be discussing a number of different topics that we as pharmacists believe are beneficial to you as residents at Shell Point. For today's topic, we'll be discussing continuous glucose monitors. Now, this is a topic of interest for any resident who is asked by their provider to check their blood sugars. Often, this is secondary to those that have a diagnosis of diabetes. However, with being asked to check blood sugars comes the frustration of checking them, considering the cost of supplies, how many times a day you're required to checking them. There's a lot that goes with it. And with how valuable this information is to your provider to appropriately care for you, there are alternatives to pricking your fingers multiple times a day. One solution to this could be obtaining a continuous glucose monitor. So what is a continuous glucose monitor? A continuous glucose monitor, or CGM for short, is a wearable device that gives real-time blood sugar updates through a device that is attached to your body. It consists of a very small sensor underneath the skin that measures blood sugar levels and sends the readings to a receiver, which could be as simple as using a smartphone or even a smartwatch. CGMs help patients detect patterns in blood sugar fluctuations, leading to better control of your diabetes as well as better control of your blood sugars. So why is it important to consistently check your blood sugars? Well, keeping blood sugars within a healthy range is important to prevent a lot of complications. Having uncontrolled blood sugars for long periods of time can cause damage to your eyes, to your kidneys, to your lower limbs, and even major events such as heart attack and stroke. So I have on here some signs or symptoms to kind of look out for, right? And some signs or symptoms that CGMs help to combat by being able to recognize if your blood sugars are going to be high or going to be low. So high blood sugars can cause frequent urination, an increase in thirst, fatigue, tiredness, as well as blurry vision. Low blood sugars can cause dizziness, confusion, and fainting. Now, as you can see on both sides of the spectrum, tiredness, dizziness, confusion can be with high blood sugars or low blood sugars, and with reducing the risk of falls being an utmost priority to the residents at Shell Point, a CGM can definitely help to identify these before they occur. So what are the benefits of using a CGM? Well, first and foremost, there's no need for finger pricks. It also tracks your blood sugar levels 24/7, even while you're sleeping. It provides real-time alerts for either high or low blood sugar levels in order to prevent dangerous events from happening before they even do. It also syncs with smartphones, smartwatches, and even your computer, providing you an easily readable layout of what your blood sugars have been looking like. It also helps primary care physicians monitor and make accurate medication adjustments. The users can also see how food, exercise, medications, and really just your normal daily routines and how they can affect your blood sugars. So who should use a CGM? Now, CGMs are most used for diabetic patients who want to track their glucose more closely to improve diabetes management, for patients that have difficulty recognizing low blood sugar symptoms, for patients that experience a lot of fluctuations within their blood sugars, and lastly, for patients that take insulin multiple times a day, right? With insulin being a high-risk medication, we want to make sure that we're monitoring it appropriately through the use of checking your blood sugars. Now, another interesting fact as of the last year or so is that Medicare and private insurances now cover CGMs for many eligible patients. So there's a lot of different types of CGMs. I have the most common ones up here on the slide, but the biggest thing is the insurance is going to drive what type of CGM is going to be covered and best use for you. So for those that are interested in a CGM, talk to your doctor about whether a CGM is right for you. Your doctor will determine if you meet the medical eligibility requirements, and if eligible, your doctor can prescribe it as it is a prescription product. You can also check with your insurance to confirm coverage of whichever product you need to pursue. And also, a diabetes educator or pharmacist can also help to train you on how to insert and use the device. So now, our call to action. For those interested, please contact the Larson Medical Center, at 239-454-2146 to make an appointment with your provider about discussing the use of a CGM. And also, I highly recommend scheduling a visit with the University of Florida Polypharmacy Service, with a pharmacist such as myself, for us to further assist you with your medication review as well as blood sugar management through your new CGM device. Thank you for your time, as I hope you enjoyed this Medical Minute series topic that we had today on CGMs. If you guys have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact the Medical Center. Take care.
Don't forget, you can always catch the birthdays, the anniversaries, memorials, and other announcements on Channel 12, where you will also find hours of additional Shell Point programming every day. Today we have a fitness session at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m., a collection of True North stories at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m., a presentation on Photoshop Part 3 at 11 a.m., a presentation on the music of South America at 3 p.m., and Part 3 of a class on Customs of the World airs at 7 p.m. All of this, of course, you can catch right here on Channel 12. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Come on back tomorrow for more news and fun here on Shell Point Today. Until then, we hope you stay well, stay happy, and of course, enjoy your day.